Alrighty, it is the ghost from Uncle's Past back to haunt my channel again. Golly, today has been a hectic day. Just record, edit, post. Well, at least I get the weekend, right? By the weekend, I mean the 2 days that your employer allows you to have off. In my case, would be Wednesday and Thursday. And my employer is my wife, so, you know, happy wife, happy life. Take notes, kids. All right, so today I'm gonna start off with today I effed up. The title is "Open Near a Religious Mum." I I don't know if they left out like the first half, but it goes. So this simply occurred. I'm actually experiencing the intensity from it. Okay. All right. Good for you, I guess. I made a huge error today by leaving my computer screen open while I took a break. I did not really have it in mind as I was just grabbing some fruits from the fridge. When I was heading back to the study desk, I saw my mom gazing at my screen with a look of sheer shock and mistrust. Dude, did he have the old P word, the corn, on his laptop? Normally, I'm usually very keen with my laptop and even use incognito mode just to stay safe. However, today I forgot and left the content open. So it was corn? Question mark. It wasn't a thing excessively wild, yet certainly enough to create a ruckus in our family. I just saw the anger and disappointment in her face as soon as she started questioning what she had seen. I tried to convince her that it wasn't a big deal and that it was just some kind of pop ups or rather ads that I might have clicked when I touched my mouse while going to the fruits. So. So, what was it, my guy? What was it that was on your laptop, man? I need to know. I need to know how bad this is. I don't like drama in my life, but I like reading about other people's drama. It makes me feel included and like I'm important. The cumbersomeness was substantial, and presently I feel like I've broken her picture of me. What we learned: always check your screen twice before leaving it alone, especially when you're with family members who hold strong beliefs. Now, all I want is for this to end soon, but I know I'll hear about it for a while. So, you didn't even tell us what was on the screen, my guy. You could have made a throwaway account or anything. Heck, I cropped out the account name. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, they're your family. They're going to be around you for the rest of your life, regardless if you want them to or not. So, it's not a big deal. Just tell them get over it. I mean, since they're religious, like the only two things I can think of is that it was anti-religion or it was some content. I don't. That's what I'm gonna start calling it now. Hey, babe, I'm gonna go to the kitchen real quick. I need to watch some. Stupid. This next one seems pretty juicy. Am I the a-hole for blocking my twin because she tried to sleep with my fiance? Just by the title alone, no. Golly, what is up with all these terrible family members that these guys have? Like, I understand family's gonna get into it every now and again. There's gonna be some drama, some this, some that, but this is a bit much, you know? Especially from a twin. Like, you would think that a twin probably is closer with their twin than the average sibling, you know? So that's just crazy to me, man. All right, let's get into it. For context, my twin and I are identical twins, but different heights due to childhood illness. I am shorter and more petite due to the illness, but a healthy 28-year-old adult. My fiance is now my husband. Backstory: my twin and I had a complicated relationship due to her not respecting boundaries, expecting me to be available whenever she wanted, and having hissy fits anytime I spent time with my own friends. But then canceling our plans an hour after we were supposed to meet to spend time with her friends. This was a continual, ongoing issue throughout our whole lives. I should be available to her 110% of the time. Hate any friends I made. Hate any guy I dated. I should only want to be with her. Yeah, man. Okay, never mind. It seems like your twin's a bit possessive. Maybe the sooner that you get away from her, the sooner all your problems will go away. And that's just like a bit much though, because I know people like that, that, you just can't have a life outside of your friendship or whatever with them. It's just like, man, eventually you get fed up and you just kind of stop talking to them. You either talk about it or you stop talking to them. You know what I mean? But we haven't even got to the juicy parts. So I'm, I'm going to get into that. Cue in my husband. My husband is an amazing, patient, handsome, loving man. I could not ask for a better life partner. When we started dating, my twin reacted to him like all my exes. Interrogated him, assumed he was going to be abusive for X number of reasons, hostile, etc. To clarify, my husband is not abusive. My husband, knowing that being close to my family is really important to me, did his best efforts to get my twin's approval. He jumped through all the hoops and trials and even made friends, or so we thought, with my twin. I'm just saying that's a lot. This guy's a keeper. This guy's a trooper. Someone give him another Medal of Honor. I say another because last video I said Medal of Honor, or one of the videos I'm recording today. He is now also really close with my parents and grandparents and sees them regularly even if I am at work. My twin is also married, was engaged at the time. So we thought nothing of her now being friendly with my husband. One evening while my husband and my twin were hanging out, roommates at the time / separate bedrooms, they had a good chat about life. When they went to hug goodnight, my twin pressed her boobs on my husband, said, "I appreciate what we have, whatever this is," and tried to kiss him. My husband rejected her advances and then called me. So I guess I made a mistake when I screenshotted this post or whatever, because it just doesn't make sense when I'm reading, because husband called me and PDF file. So that's why there's a bit of context probably missing here, just FYI. But to continue with what I have saved, and PDF file, because he married me who looks like a child, even though I am 28, and has created more rumors since. We don't live together anymore. She also had a meltdown right before my wedding and has been super petty since. I have now blocked her because she refuses to apologize for trying to sleep with my husband and spreading rumors. Am I the a-hole? No. You did everything that, I don't even know. Like, you kind of did everything you were supposed to. He came up and was nice with the family, got close with the family. You guys were living together, and she made the advances, and you weren't comfortable with that. So, I mean, there isn't really much else that you can do besides cut her off, Unfortunately, because it is family, because they are so close. Like, I don't see that there's very many other options left for this person. And that really sucks because, when betrayal comes from family, man, that's just the worst slap in the face that anybody could get. But to go into the updates, and yeah, they updated the post twice. So I'm going to go over those. Update number 1. The people asking about her husband's thoughts on it. My twin essentially has told her husband nothing happened and that she did not hit on my husband, that my husband is lying, etc. Her husband believes her. Oh, man. Your twin's husband's a pendejo, man. Come on. This is ridiculous. And is also pushing the rumors that my husband is a PDF, etc. Her husband spent so much time trying to talk my husband at the family get together that different individuals asked them to stop talking about my husband and I because they were getting so annoyed. Hey man, at least your family has your back. That must have been an awkward family dinner, because I just wouldn't have shown up if I found out that such and such was going to be there, that stabbed me in the back. Like, y'all can have it. I don't need that in my life. But kudos to this person for, I guess, being the bigger person in this situation. They continue. It's also how my husband and I found out about the rumors. None of my other siblings believe or agree with the rumors that my twin and husband have spewed. Honestly, the only people still defending my twin and her husband's actions are my parents. Wait, what? Your parents are defending your twin's actions? Why would they defend that? I can't think of a single parent off the top of my dome that would defend this type of behavior, like in the slightest. Like, my parents aren't the best, but they'd ask me if I was acting like this. They'd come and ask me, where did we go wrong raising you? You know, kind of deal. That's crazy. How can you defend that kind of behavior? Like, at all? I could understand trying to understand it, you know what I mean? Talking to them, figure out how they got there, but defending it? Mm-mm. That's a no. The second update, I have definitely cut my twin and her husband out of my life. This is more of a vent post. For those asking about setting boundaries prior to the block, I had already had many arguments with my twin about her behavior and how I was done with it. She continually stepped over those boundaries. The final straw was her trying to sleep with my husband. I had asked her multiple times over the phone with already limited contact to apologize to him. During the family get together, it was a final Hail Mary to get her to admit to her and apologize. When she did not, led to an official absolute block, only to find out about the rumors afterwards. Despite basically the last update was just saying that her parents wanted to make amends. Her parents want her to make amends with her twin, and she's saying no, which I understand. This ain't the right time to make amends with nobody. Not after that. She has to apologize first, and then maybe you guys can open a dialogue. You know, that's all I'm saying. You can't just expect people to get over their crap like overnight. You know what I mean? All right. This next one. Today I effed up. I falsely accused my girlfriend of ghosting me. We are done. Yeah, man. Yeah, them false accusations will get you in the doghouse at the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum you're looking at. Okay, this happened 2 months ago. I had a girlfriend about 2 years ago. We were together for about 4 months. It was going well, but she had problems at work and her mom had health issues. So she had to move halfway across the country. I was sad, but we remained friends. 2 months ago, we came to visit. Her daughter lives fairly close by. We met for dinner and the sparks flew again. One of the issues 2 years ago was that she had a tendency to ghost me for weeks. I said that it was very hurtful and she apologized and said it wouldn't happen again. To make a long story short, she went back home and we talked every day, sometimes twice a day. We texted a number of times a day. I guess they're just reiterating how much they were talking, and it's just worded weirdly, and I'm not the best reader, so apologies. One Friday evening, we texted, and the next day she was going to be on a long drive, and we agreed that she would call for me to keep her company. She never called, didn't respond to my texts or calls the whole weekend. Monday midday, with no responses, I sent a text saying I didn't appreciate her ghosting me again. She got mad and said she wasn't, but was busy. We have not talked since then and are not really in communication since. She is a pretty incredibly awesome person, and I am so sad I effed it all up. I know that this person probably seems like they're the right one for you or they're really good for you or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's like you need attention and stuff like that too, right? You know what I'm saying? So if this person just isn't available enough for you, then it's just not the right person, or maybe it's not the right time, you know? I will say though, if they ignore you one time, don't fly off the handle with accusations, okay? Because, I mean, talking from personal experience, there are a lot of times where I ghost my friends and stuff, and it's not intentional. It's not that I don't want to talk to them. It's just that I have a hard time communicating in the first place, you know? And so Sometimes it just feels like I'm being smothered almost, if that makes any sense, you know? And sometimes it may not even be like feeling like I'm smothered or anything like that. It could just be that I don't have the social energy that day. You know what I mean? You got to find someone that has kind of the similar social energies as you, just a little bit, you know? It's like you can be an extrovert with an introvert as long as you guys have that same social energy at home. You feel me? So that sucks though, because I mean, I've been in that position. I falsely accused someone of doing things and it blew up in my face. I really ended up eating my foot in that situation. But you live and you learn, man. That really sucks. My heart goes out to you. This next one is from Am I Overreacting? Caught my wife's stepdad sniffing her underwear on the baby monitor. Whoa. That's a bit much. That man needs some therapy, though, for real. Anyways, am I overreacting? We are currently living out of state, and my wife flew home to surprise her mom. She took our 10-month-old son with her. She called me and told me to look at the baby monitor that automatically turns on when it senses movement. I looked at the video she was talking about, and you can see her stepdad, who her mom married when my wife was 10, in her room. My wife is staying with her grandparents, her mom's parents. Pick up a pair of pants with the underwear in them. She takes both off at the same time, so the underwear stays inside the pants. Hold them up to his nose and take 3 big sniffs that you can actually hear on the monitor and set them down. This was 1 hour ago. I am close to buying a plane ticket, flying there, and beating his woohoo. What should I do? She is telling her mom right now. Not overreacting, because that's definitely weird. Man's trying to like rob the cradle or something. That's weird. That's super weird. Like, I guess it's one of those things, like, I guess, like, if you're just sniffing panties, it's not really harming anybody, but when it's your stepdaughter, man, it's like a boundary, you know what I mean? Just saying, like, it's weird. I get it, because, like, if someone were to sniff my underwear and I saw it, I wouldn't really feel comfortable around that person or anything like that either, so it's totally understandable to want to go and go whoop some. But no, not overreacting, not in the slightest. It's definitely reasonable to have those emotions. So they updated and said, my wife has convinced me not to beat his ass because of the legal troubles that could bring. Unfortunately, they are on the other side of the country and we don't have any money to buy a plane ticket at the moment for me to be there. My mother-in-law is deciding what she wants to do, but is leaning towards leaving him, as she should. Like, that's some super weird behavior. We made it clear that we love her no matter what, but we will not be near her husband ever again, especially with our children. I think that will convince her to leave him. Unfortunately, again, they recently adopted a 10-year-old girl who was a family friend of theirs. Ooh, that's very not good. You're gonna have to leave him in the street. Like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen F is for Family, but they need to like knock that person out and put him on the baggage part of the plane and then send them somewhere else. I know they won't survive that trip, but it'll take care of the problem. This one was for legal advice, but I just screenshotted it because it's like, seems pretty crazy. The title is, My Girlfriend Lent a Friend Her Car and Now They're Trying to Take Ownership of It. Man, they must be living in the hood. No, I'm playing. So it says, my girlfriend recently paid off her car, a 2015 Civic, and hasn't gotten the physical title yet. She hadn't been driving it due to some mechanical problems, and she usually just rides with me everywhere, so it was sitting for months. Her friends really needed a way to get to and from work, but didn't have enough to get her own car. So she asked if she could use the car for a while if she paid for some of the repairs. The idea was that she could borrow it till she could save enough to get a down payment on a new one. My girlfriend agrees. Her friend pays to fix the car, $500, pays to get herself insured, and uses it as she said she would. Well, the time came and went. Now, months later, my girlfriend needs the car back, and friend isn't picking up the phone. So I go over to our place to see what's going on, and she tells me I'm trespassing and to get away from her property. I asked why she was dodging our calls and told her my girlfriend needs the car back, and she refused, saying it's her car now through some sort of adverse possession type of law in Florida. I left to avoid escalating the confrontation any further, but does she really have a legal right to do this? Can we just report the car stolen, or what's to stop me from using the spare key and going to take the car myself? That last option is exactly what the hell you should do. I'm just saying. Like, your friend steals your car, you steal it back. Pretty simple, right? And all you got to do is hide it for a couple of months, right? And then you do that, hey, I got this adverse possession. It's like Florida law. I can't give any legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. I know maybe one lawyer. I don't know what he specializes in, though. All right, last two are going to be real quick. I am so fatigued right now. Today I learned United Airlines promised to help a blind woman off a plane once. Everyone had gotten off, but they had just left her there, and the maintenance crew had to help her out. Man, that's tough. Man. My thing is, though, like, what would have happened if, like, she got lost on the plane and the crew members or the maintenance crew didn't see her there? Like, would she have just been on that plane forever? That's something to think about. But last one. Today I learned squashing doesn't prevent ants in the house. Ants come and collect the squashed ants if you leave them there, and they get a free meal. Ants will rarely have 5% of the colony outside of the colony at all times. That's why it's haram to kill ants, and you shouldn't be killing ants. Allah is good. I'm not actually Muslim, but I just know that killing ants is haram. So that's all I'm saying. Anyways, apologies if this wasn't exactly the best video, but I'm tired and I got housework to do. So do the thing that other YouTubers tell you to do at the end of their videos, and I'll catch y'all later.